Attendance. Zach, yep, gotcha. Sam, Kevin, Theodore, good. Jules, Aiden, all right. Alicio, no Alicio. Elsa, saw you. Itzel, saw you. That's why I can't find you. You're in the front. Abigail, good. Cameron's not here. Evelyn's here. Karina's here. Finley's here. Adriana's here. Shining is here. Adriana, no. All right. Giselle, I got. Skylar, I got. Estefani, we got. Karina, we got. Ray, and Albert. Okay. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to get two things. Well, we're going to get one thing done and another thing you're going to get to practice on. We are going to do our quiz today. Unit 2 quiz. In a minute, I will ask if you have any questions. If you do, I will answer them. If you don't, we will move on to the quiz. Okay? After we are done with the quiz, there will be more time to practice on the unit cancellation problems. Okay? I will go through a problem, show you how to do it, and then I will give you time to work on it again. This is something, ladies and gentlemen, that we are going to be working on for the rest of the week. Okay? So I don't expect you to have it all down today. Okay? But I'm going to give you time to work on them, practice them, look through different types of problems, because the problems that I have on there are similar to some problems that are going to be on your test. Okay? So that is all set for you. Today, we're going to talk about doing unit cancellation to solve problems. But before we do that, we're going to take our Unit 2 quiz. Again, here are the topics. Sig figs, doing math with them, adding two numbers together, multiplying two numbers, dividing two numbers, getting an answer and rounding it into the correct amount or correct place for sig figs. Identifying, so you'll look at a number and I'll ask you how many sig figs are in this number. Rounding a sig fig, I will give you a number and say round it to this place or round it to 3 sig figs. Accuracy and precision, metric conversions, and measurements. Those are the things that are on your quiz today. So my question to you, is there anything that you would like me to go over, to explain before we take our quiz today? No, we're ready to take our quiz? Okay, please put your computers away. Take out only your periodic table and a calculator, because you will, well, I don't think you'll need a calculator because you're either multiplying or dividing by 10, 100, or 1,000, but you may want one just in case. Okay, so calculators are over here. By the way, when you are done with my calculators, please bring them and put them back in the container. Do not leave them laying on your desks. Do not leave them laying in the back of the room on the tables. Do not leave them hiding or even laying on my desk. Because at the end of the hour, I normally look over there and see if they're all there. Okay? And if not, I make a note to yell at you the next day. Okay? Yesterday, you guys left, there was a calculator sitting on a desk, so please just return them to me, okay? They're there for you to use, but please just return them to me, okay? All right, questions? Now, I don't need to remind you that you are supposed to do your own work. I don't need to remind you that you will be sitting next to somebody, okay? So keep your eyes on your own paper, Abby, not on your neighbors. Because they may not have the same version of the test anyway. Oh no! Oh, yes. You're gonna be You're welcome. By the way, for the multiple choice, ladies and gentlemen, please write the letter on the line of your choice. Do not circle it. Okay, on the line, please write the letter that you chose to give me for that particular question. Okay? Okay. So if you look at your test, ladies and gentlemen, the first 11 are all multiple choice. Again, please write your answer on the line. For the last 4, ladies and gentlemen, they are free response, short answer, whatever you want to call it. For the one that is the metric conversion, I give you the 2 conversions you need. You just need to use them. Show me how we would put one part on top, one part on the bottom, and then we would do the second step with one part on top, one part on the bottom. Give me a correct answer. And by the way, every time you write a number in this class, you should include a unit with it. So on the last problems, except for the one that asks you what 3 things are shown in any measurement, every number that you write should have a unit with it. You get a point for the unit. Okay? That's how those are a 2-point problem. Questions, ladies and gentlemen? On the quiz, if you do have any questions, please raise your hand. I will come over and I will assist you. If I'm not looking and you raise your hand, Simple or Mr. Brand will work to get me over there. Okay? Go to work, ladies and gentlemen. Good luck. When you're done, bring it up, set it on my desk. You can take out that packet from yesterday and you can start looking at it.
this is the pay that I get. Your accepted value of the term is I want you to write these 1% and this number will compare to the other. Pick any number you want, any number you want. So basically, if you know how to write your precision is, you should know what you have to do with this number to make it more precise. Okay? And this one, same question, except I want you to write a number that's more accurate than this number. And you compare them to this one. Okay? You can make it any number you want, as long as it's more precise than the first and more accurate than the second. So take that number divided by the number in the box. Okay, that's fine, go back and just change it. Not a problem. One of those answers is correct. Well, that's what I mean, you should come up to numbers that are close to this. Don't check that. Okay. What the instrument is reading to, not what you report your answer to. That's the place that it is marked out.
This one, I won't be going into this one.
No, it's asking what place that instrument is reading to, not the place you report your answer to.
Okay.
is in the first one it's more accurate, the second is more precise. Okay?
I have a question to these two.
Yep.
Do the cubes matter?
Well, remember, that's just the unit, so when you write your number, I would expect your number to be in the same unit as these because we're comparing it.
So these,
But I just want you to take a number. Here is the number I'm giving you. Here is your target. I want you to write a number that is more precise than this number, any number you want as long as it's more precise. And then here, again, the same number, same target, I want you to write a number that is more accurate. Okay? Any number you want, you can find.
okay.
Understood. Okay. So, here's your number, I've made up. Here's your target. I want you to write any number you want, any one at all, that is more precise than this number. Just any number, you can make it up as long as it's more precise than this one. Here, same numbers, but I want you to write a number that is more accurate than this number when compared to your target. If you know what it means to be more precise, yes, you should do that. Okay? So I can't tell you that because that's the answer to the question. But I just want you to make up any number that's more precise. Okay? The rule is different for division and multiplication than it is for addition and subtraction. I can't use more exact things. Okay, so here's our number that I'm giving you. Here's a target to compare to if you need to. I want you to write any number that is more precise than this one. So I don't know if you know what it means to be precise. So any number you need that is more precise than this one. Now, similar question down here, but I want you to write any number that is more accurate than this one. Here's your target and goal. You may not reach your target and goal, and here's your target and goal. So make up any number that is more accurate than this one. Make up any number that is more precise. Any number you want. Make sure you put the units on it, because it isn't that. Okay. Thank you.
Just making sure, this is my birthday.
Yeah.
December.
Is
I was reading this thing called a book, and I found these good analogies you might appreciate.
Something different.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, take out your packets. Okay, we're going to go through a problem or two on them, and then I'll give you some more work time. Okay, I will get your quizzes graded. I will have them graded probably, well, for sure by the end of the day today. I will get them graded. I will put them in the grade book for you, and then tomorrow I will hand them back, and we will go over them with you. So I just need a little more time to finish them up. Okay. All right. All right. All right. So, do you have a preference? Do you have a problem you want me to show you how to do, or do you want me to just pick one?
Maybe one that isn't like, that doesn't really give you too much information.
Okay. Good. I got one for you then. Let us do. No, wrong one. Let's do number 6. Okay, let's do number 6 together, ladies and gentlemen. So, give me just a second here, Dante. Okay, and all right. All right. So this one, they don't give you a lot of information, ladies and gentlemen. Matter of fact, they don't even give you a very good place to begin. Okay. So this is a pretty good question to talk about. A sugar-free drink mix sells for $2.99 per can. Each can of mix contains 50.2 grams of powder, which when added to water will make 8 quarts of drink. What is the cost of the powder drink in dollars per pound? Okay. Now, I'm sorry, I should have given you one thing for sure, ladies and gentlemen, and that is this. I should have included in this problem, and I didn't. I'm sorry, I will get it corrected. 454 grams equals 1 pound. Now, that is a conversion that I used to have shown in the room. I've taken them down, but that is one thing that you are absolutely going to need in this problem. Okay? Yes. You can't see the screen. Thank you for telling me that. There you go. That's better. Okay. So, with this problem, what unit am I trying to end in? What unit am I ultimately trying to get to? Look closely at the very last sentence. I want dollars per pound. Okay, so I want the unit of dollars over pounds. Now, the problem is it doesn't give me a true beginning place. There is none. When I look at this problem, I do not see a thing that says convert this into dollars per pound. Doesn't give me that. Okay? Now, there is some info in here that we can use. And by info, what I mean is it tells us that so many of one thing is equal to so many of another. So what is the first thing it tells you? That it's what? Okay, so 2.99 is equal to 1 can. Okay, that's a piece of information that we can use in this problem. All right, give me something else that it gives you. 50.2 grams is equal to 1 can. Okay, what else? Again, from what we read in there, what else are you given?
50.2 grams is equal to 8 quarts.
Okay, you could put it that way. Or I've seen people do this. 1 can equals 8 quarts. Either one, okay? Because you're absolutely correct, Abby. 50.2 grams equals 8 quarts, or 1 can equals 8 quarts. Now, this is a problem where you're not given a clear starting point. There isn't a number where it says convert this many miles per hour into meters per second or something like that. So here's what I'm going to tell you. Here's how I would begin this problem. Ultimately, this is the unit I want to get to, correct? So I'm going to at least get one of these units in the right place to begin with. So I am going to begin with this right here. And I'm going to put $2.99 over 1 can. Because $2.99 is the cost of 1 can. Now you may be asking yourself why I began with that. And the reason is simple. I at least have the unit of dollars in the right place to begin with. So in reality, I need to go from can to pound. Okay? Now, I gave you this, correct? Okay. So I can get to pounds if I get into what unit? Grams. So is there anything down here that relates grams and cans? Okay, so that gives us enough to get to where we're going. Okay, so by looking at it, I can go from cans to grams, and then I can go from grams to pounds. That's the nice part about these relationships. If I can get to one side, I can get to the other. Okay? So, for this problem, I start out with cans. Now, please remember, cans is where in this fraction? Top or bottom?
Top.
Oh, look at it again. Look at the fraction that I have written there.
Bottom.
It's on the bottom. So where am I going to have to put cans to get rid of that unit? On the top of my next one. So again, you said I want to use this one. So on the top, I'm going to put 1 can. On the bottom, I'm going to put 50.2 grams. Cans and cans will cancel out. I'm left in the unit of grams. I don't want to be in grams, but I'm in it. But now what can I do to get to pounds? I can cancel out the grams with this conversion right here. So what's got to go where? What I hope you're starting to see, ladies and gentlemen, is it's all about letting the units do the work for you. It's all about getting from one unit to another and then to another and maybe to another. But it's always working with our units to get from where we're started to where we want to go. Now, I could have began this problem in the exact opposite order. I could have began with this. Because what would that have given me right away? Pounds on the bottom where I wanted it. And I could have worked this problem completely backwards. But when I'm not given a clear starting point, I'm going to try to get one of my 2 units in the right place right away. Make sense? Questions? Now on this problem, I did something that mean chemistry teachers do. I gave you too much information. Do we care that 1 can is 8 quarts? No, we don't. Do we care that 50.2 grams is 8 quarts? No. But we could use them if there was a second question, but there is not. So oftentimes what happens is students pull these out of the problem and then they try to force them to fit in there. We don't need them. We don't need to get into quarts, so there's no reason to use this. It's just more information. Now, all we have to do is the math here, ladies and gentlemen. And again, for the math, okay, I'm going to take and I'm going to, in my brain, estimate 450 divided by 50 That is about 9, right? 9 times 3 is about 27. So I'm expecting somewhere around $27 per pound. Somewhere. Ray, did you do the calculation?
I got 27.04.
27.04. And that's dollars per pound. Now, here's the other thing, ladies and gentlemen. When you're doing these questions, we talked about sig figs, correct? Okay. What is our ultimate answer in what unit? What's our final answer in? Come on, it's up there for me. Dollars per pound. If you are going to write dollars, what should your decimal go no further than? Why? Thank you. You can't go 3 places beyond the decimal when you're talking about dollars. What is the only thing in the world that does that? Anybody know? Check out the price of gas next time you go to a gas station. Gas, when it's $3.09, it's actually $3.09.9. They add another 9 thousandths of a cent to the price of gasoline. Why, I don't know, but they do. There's no such thing as a thousandth of a penny or a thousandth of a dollar that they add. The price of gasoline is actually $3.099 right now. Okay, or $2.99.9. I don't know why they do it with gasoline. Probably because they make a lot of money off of it that way. Because they're charging you 1 more penny in reality than what you're actually seeing on the side. Okay, but again, $2.99 or 2.99 times 454 divided by 50.2, 27.04. If it asks you for something like golf balls in the one problem, what do you know about golf balls? Could you have a half of a golf ball? Could you have a tenth of a golf ball? So, although we talk about sig figs, sometimes we need to let common sense override that and say, okay, there can't be 0.8 of a person. There cannot be 0.7 of a golf ball. Okay? So we are going to end those numbers in the ones place. Okay? We are going to end those numbers in the ones place. Questions? Okay. You've got another 20 minutes. You can go to the lab stations if you want and work with someone. You can work on your own if you want. I don't recommend that. I recommend finding somebody else, so at least you have someone to bounce ideas and work with through this. If you have questions for me, please call me over. If nobody calls me over, I'm going to try to keep grading your quizzes. But if I'm grading quizzes and you have a question, just Mr. Brand, call me over, please. Okay? Okay. By the way, okay, I know it doesn't look like it, but I go for a walk every day after school. When you're done with your quiz, you can just bring them up to my desk. You don't need to raise your hand and have me come and get it from you, okay? Okay? Not that I'm being lazy, but you need to get up and move around a little bit too, okay? So, it's fine. It's fine. Go to work, ladies and gentlemen. If you have questions, please let me know.